Today's Swole Fam Spotlight is from Maureen. What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole Podcast, episode 2685, Tuesday, September the 12th. And Maureen writes, the start of my journey to health began when I saw the picture on the left. What should have been a happy day for my family had me crying sad tears when I saw the pictures and realized how big I had gotten. I'm 5'3" and my weight was 225 pounds. I knew I needed to change and that there was no quick fix. I joined a gym, counted calories, which made me miserable. I discovered a love of lifting heavy ass weight. I lost 25 pounds on my own. Then I discovered Papa and the Swole Fam. I joined Uncensored to start just for the accountability. That's old school when we still had the uncensored membership. Since then, I have lost another 12 pounds. Having the Swole Fam around and the daily podcasts helps to keep me present and focused on my goals. It gives me a place to ask real questions, get no bullshit answers, even when the answer is quit being a beesh and do it anyways. To me, the Swole Fam are people who don't even really know me, but still care enough about me to tell me the truth. Swole Fam supported me through my back surgery. I recently upgraded to unlimited, and now that as of today, I am cleared by my doctor for all physical activity. Can't wait to see where this next chapter of my journey for health goes, hopefully to make more sick fucking gains. Thanks, Swole Fam. A little round of applause, throwback from Maureen. Super awesome. Super dope. Thank you so much for sharing, Maureen. And of course, if you want to join Maureen, myself, and the rest of the Swole Fam, head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the fam today. I do stay focused and stay inspired and stay consistent because of the Daily Swole myself. Even though I am the host of the greatest mancast in the realm, it keeps me centered as well and keeps me anchored. And that's why I started doing the podcast every single day. It's because it anchors my day. It anchors the rest of my 7 pillars. So when you are forging your 7 pillars, free download over there. That's swolenormousx.com, by the way, if you're new to that and you don't know what that is. But everyone's going to have their own anchor for their 7 pillars. Everyone's going to have their own routine or the thing or things that they do to start their day to kick off and kind of cascade for all the 7 pillars. So make sure you find that there is no one answer or one way fits all for everyone. But it's very important to understand that if I can do it, if Maureen can do it, so can you. So can you. We're just humans. We're all just humans. We have our own histories. We have our own ups and downs. We have the things we want to focus on. We have our own regrets. We have our own aspirations. There's always something. You never know what someone's dealing with. If you just look at an Instagram post or a TikTok video, you don't know what's going on in their lives, nor do you need to. You don't need to focus on anyone else's shit but yours. And before you put on the oxygen mask of someone else, you need to secure your own. Just like on an airplane, you have to take care of yourself. Just like we say in the 7 pillars, you can't pour from an empty cup. So don't try. Focus on yourself. Lead by example. You can't force people around you to take care of their health. You have to lead by example. Do it yourself and then spread the gospel of sick fucking gains. Fam, we are fresh off an accountability meeting yesterday. We had awesome new apparel releases. I know a lot of you are loving Forest Pump. You're loving the new Frank and Swolio design. We have a lot of new drops coming. I hope you are ready for this season. It's going to keep on picking up. But again, if you're missing out on all the private live streams, join us over at swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today. Make that first step. Take that first step. Make that first step. Make those positive changes. Nothing's going to change unless you do. If you keep on doing the same thing going into this holiday season and you think you're going to get different results, trust me, you won't. Same shit's going to happen, and or worse, you're compounding bad habits. Make those positive changes. Start right now. Let's get into today's episode, 2685. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Hi everyone!
What's up, bro?
I don't think I've done like a general introduction yet as to who I am, so I thought I would do that now.
I can't stand stupidity. If you're going to say stupid shit.
Hi, my name is Bunny and I use bun pronouns.
What is your problem, man?
I am a gender fluid, trans, femme, pan-romantic, great ace, white passing Japanese person.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Damn. Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 26 hundo and 85 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine.
Welcome to the show. Come one, come all. I'm just opening up some of these awesome new merch designs, and let me see if I can get all these open. Oh, beautiful. We are fresh off an accountability meeting yesterday, and of course, every single Monday we release new content. We released a brand new filter function for our yoga studio, which is fire. I hope you all enjoyed that. Helps you search your yoga classes, but let's just take a peek at some of this awesome fucking merch. We have this over the past couple week or two, because these are all not all from yesterday, but we have bring back the buildings with the rooms with the padded walls. I love that one. Yeah. Use code Daily Swole for 10% off. We have the Swolio family, so that's great for this holiday. We also have eat a fucking steak. No one is angry about that. We all love some steak. Get some meat in your mouth. We have Row to the Rocking Rim. We have the Scooby Swolio. We also have two designs. We have two designs for the Franken Swolio. We have the version 1.0 with the castle in the background. We also have on the, what would you call that? The gurney. Go to the fucking gym. That's a nice one. And probably this one that's like my favorite. I wanted this completed for a while, and we finally finalized it. Forest Pump. So love that one. Get a little America.
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
You know Papa Swolio's gender. My gender's making sick fucking games.
Yeah!
All right, hitting soundboards like crazy. Let's bring this. Let's land this plane. So make sure you check out the yoga search function. I don't know if any of you have tried that yet, but check out that new yoga class. That was an awesome release as well. Brand new class from Alex. And of course, we have all that merch. I love Forest Pump. I love that design. And in closing, before we get the Swole card busted open, it's a great Swole card. We haven't done this one a little bit, but we're going to bring it back. Bring back the old school. We have P3S8. So the signature series drops on 9/27, swolenormousx.com/signature 24-hour release. Be there for that. P3S8. Very excited. Very excited. And I can't believe it's literally like 2 weeks away. I know it's 15 days. 2 weeks away. Episode 27 hundo. Very excited. Very excited. I can't wait. All right. This episode is going to blow your nips off. Let's get into it. Drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Let's give a shout out to Stone. Dude, it's been so long. It's been so long. How have you missed it? We've had that soundboard for like the last several days. Stonefit says, heard you got the It's Making the Frogs Gay soundboard. You're my hero, Papa Swolio. I want to use it right now, but I think I'm going to edge you a little bit, Stone. I think I'm going to edge you a little bit. You have to stick around for a little bit, but I'm going to bust it out. I'm going ham with the soundboards. This is the season of the soundboard. So we're just getting started. Yeah, drop in the comments. Hey, shout out to Logan's dad. Logan's dad is visiting my house today, and we got the Daily Swole on the living room TV right now. Already loving the Daily Swole, and all we showed was the merch. Let's fucking go.
Inconceivable!
Boom shakalaka!
All right, it's time. Are you ready, fam? Drop in the comments. What are you smashing today? Let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Falcon. Thank you, Freddy, the voice of an angel. Let's go. All right, hashtag Tainty Magooch. If you don't know what the Tainty Magooch is, remember, we haven't done a Tainty Magooch card in a while. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. So let's educate some of the new peeps that might be checking out the show, including Logan's dad. Everyone, fam, in the chat, drop in the chat. What is a Tainty Magooch? What is a Tainty Magooch? You don't want to be one. We know that. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. What is a Tainty Magooch? Define that. In the chat, do us all a solid. Let's get everyone up to speed. All right. Stonefit, can't believe P3S8 is only 15 days away. It's absolutely shocking. Of course, we do it every 100 episodes. We know when it's going to release. We know in advance, but I think it's always just humbling how time doesn't seem to move quickly, and then all of a sudden, it's the next one. I feel like we just released it. I feel like we just released the Signature Series, period. I feel like we just got started. Let's see. Do we have the church here? Can I get her on the screen? Oh, very nice. Hit that? Yeah. Oh. That works. All right, let's get into it. We got Stonefit. Tainty Magooch is a Biden voter. LOL. Boom. Roasted.
Come on, man.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Facts are facts. All right, let's get into the tip. Everyone, moisturize and let's spit on it. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, we're going to kick it off with a post here from Antonio.
What's in the box?
Anthony in the house. Anthony says, let's effing go. Elimination diet on point. Pull alpha on tap. After a couple of weeks battling depression and anxiety, my mental health is coming back, but don't get me twisted. I still went to the effing gym, but when I'm in that mode of poo-poo, I went back to my own world, and it's hard for me to share positive posts, but God gives us tools like the Bible and pillar number 1, community. Let's go to the fucking gym.
Fuck yeah!
Good for you, Anthony. Good for you. And I think that raises everyone's mood. You got the Swolio shirt on. Dude, by the way, Anthony, if you're watching live, I just got my copy of the Swole Signal flag, and it's sick. So Anthony has that in the background of the image. If you're just listening, the Go to the Fucking Gym Batman design, it looks awesome on your wall. It is a sick print. It's a sick print. So I haven't run it through the dryer and hung it up in the gym yet, but oh yeah, this is legit. Bro, the gym is nature's antidepressants. So much so. And a lot of times when people are suffering from depression and low mood, they're suffering from trying to find meaning and find purpose. But you could find a lot of that through struggle. You could find a lot of that through hard work and accomplishing difficult tasks, especially when you sacrifice yourself to that kind of difficulty. Because when you go to the gym, you are subjecting yourself to a training, whether you're doing Maximum Swole, the 90-day dash, Scorched Earth, or a different workout or program or a yoga class. You are subjecting yourself to a challenge. So it's not just the physical. And it's not just the physical, how you feel, the endorphins and all that stuff. It's also feeling accomplished. And I think a lot of us can agree with that. And that's how I feel too. It's not just you feel a pump. It's not just you feel good blood flow, et cetera, et cetera. It's feeling good that you went through a hard workout and you survived. and you accomplish it. So there's different aspects and different layers of that self-satisfaction. Not only that, you subject yourself to it. You didn't have to do it. You don't have to go to the gym. I think you should. I think you should go to the fucking gym. But do you have to? I can't force you to go to the gym. I can't make you go to the gym. But when you do it yourself, you know that not only did I not have to, or not, no one was holding my feet to the fire but myself. So you put yourself through it, you accomplished it. And not only that, you know you're investing in yourself, you feel good physically. And of course, it all kind of compounds and it snowballs. But there's that real powerful feeling of just, I did it myself. I did it to myself and I survived. Especially when you push yourself to failure, you push yourself in all those sets. Every time I do it, I'm just abusing myself. But what I'm doing is I'm subjecting myself to stress because fortunately, we live in a world where a lot of us aren't subjected to tons of physical stress. We don't have to work in coal mines. We don't have to, I don't know, build railroads by hand. You know, our ancestors have come and gone and suffered tremendously. A lot of people still do today, but suffered tremendously to give us the ability to have a lifestyle of ease relatively. But we also have a lot of other issues, right? When you have a life of relative ease, we have air conditioning. You can order something, get it Amazon Prime tomorrow. There is also that kind of like that poison, that erosion from lack of purpose or from having it too easy. We're supposed to go through difficult things. We're supposed to have challenges. We're supposed to do a lot of things physically. So we can mimic that. We have to mimic that with physical training. We have to mimic that with physical activity because you might not be, you know, building the fucking pyramids, but you're building that with yourself and you're challenging yourself and you're getting a lot of that internal physical angst. Your body is meant to move, right? You can't do a lot of things with your body. You can't focus on digestion. You can't sit there and be like, okay, digest better. You can't control your emotions in many ways. You can practice that. But really what you can do with your bodily function is control your nervous system, control your muscles. You can't really do much else besides that. You breathe automatically. You are digesting automatically. All your lymphatic system, all that stuff is done automatically. So what can you actually control is really just your muscles, your neuromuscular system. So a lot of people are not even going through the process of controlling the one or two things that they can control. So what can you do is just physically move. Aside from that, your body kind of does things automatically. You can put yourself in situations where you can improve your emotions, you can improve your thoughts, you can meditate. But what else can you really do but just physically move and make sounds and things like that? It's just, do it. You're sitting on your fat fucking ass all the time. You're not doing the one thing your body can actually consciously do. Fucking do it. Fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
I am the danger.
All right. So we got a post here. We got another one here from, I think we shared this yesterday or the day before. I think it's a double, but we're going to read it again. Raban, I know the name. I remember the name. I think she shared this. Sometimes we have doubles from the discussion board and people post also in the Facebook group, but I think it's a good post, so we'll share it again. Hey, new fam. That's right. It's been a real rough 5 years for my family and me. So about a year and a half, I started working with a professional for nutrition and mood. 6 months ago, I joined a gym, and 2 weeks ago, I started going with purpose thanks to Papa's relentless encouragement on Instagram. I think what got me was if I wait until I feel like working out, I'm never going to be consistent with it. Now I'm keeping it simple, recumbent bike and the pull down weight machine for now, using another goal setting app to stretch or to do yoga when I can't make it to the gym. I've started many times to do better for my health. I'm great at starting things, but this time I need to be great at continuing them. Glad to be here. Y'all are already amazing. Being around community leads us all towards our goals. Thanks in advance from my future self. And I think you are ready to jump on into the elimination diet and the 90-day dash. I wouldn't tiptoe too much, but you hit the nail on the head. I talk about all the time. Everyone has a gym membership. Everyone starts programs. Very few people continue. So people say the hard part is getting started. Bullshit. That's the easiest fucking part. The easiest thing is to do a workout. The easiest thing is to get started. Talk to me in 5 years. Okay. The easiest thing to do is to get started. The easiest thing to do is to start a business. You get an LLC and you're like, hey, you have a name. Okay. It's much harder to continue. It's much harder to keep it afloat. It's much harder to grow it and develop it and adapt with it. It's easy to start things. Most people don't continue. So I'm not a big fan of that mindset. I think it's easy to start And the hard part is continuing, and which is why Raban nailed it. So I think this is a very good post, and I appreciate her mindset. And I think you're ready to jump on in because you have the Swole fam by your side. Okay, let's get into a couple. We got a couple emails. And of course, a lot of you are enjoying the podcast. You share it with your friends and family, people that need knowledge cock in their ear holes. But of course, if you need more and you can't get enough, if you're a real slut for it, go to makeemailswoleagain.com, sign up for the email list, and I will make you feel like it's 1993. You're going to be an email virgin. The first time you ever heard you've got mail, you are going to feel like that. You're going to be like, oh my God, I did not know what I was missing. I did not know how stretched out I was. I was missing some thick knowledge cock in my inbox. So get stretched out with Papa Swolio today. Go to makeemailswoleagain.com, sign up, and I'll make your day. I promise. I promise. It'll only be uncomfortable the first couple times. You'll start to like it. You'll start to beg for it. Do it. Sign up for it. Speaking of swole sluts, we have Amelia. Don't feel like training today? Well, Amelia responded to that email and says, hello, Papa. I love these emails. You know what she's saying? She's saying she loves the knowledge cock, but we know that already. I love these emails. I definitely feel this sometimes, but then I hear you saying, quote, or parentheses, in your whiny bitch impression voice, oh, boo-hoo, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't feel like it. Then I see you saying, go to the fucking gym. Don't be a whiny bitch. And then I go. My best friend whined the other day about not feeling like it. And I kid you not, I said out loud in my best whiny bitch impression, oh, boo-hoo, poor baby doesn't feel like it. Go to the fucking gym. Get over it. Amelia, I love you. The look on her face, pretty sure if I looked at her long enough, she would have melted my skin and flesh off like that scene in Ark of the Covenant with the Nazis. I think you mean, well, I guess in the first one that happened, or in the third one too, right? In the third one when he chose poorly. I like that. I like that. Yeah, the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Good reference. Also, she was so surprised, and then she said, okay, I'll go, but I hate you a little now. And then we went and got fucking swole. She texted me the next day, thanked me, and then told me I watch too many of your videos. We all know she's wrong. Anyway, I don't always feel like it, but I take it one day at a time and one step at a time. I plan it out. When I plan, I invest time and I follow through. If I'm too sore, I have a backup plan for mobility or yoga or some sort. You provide us with the knowledge and the tools. There's literally no excuse. I love that.
The more you
post.
hate me, the more you will learn.
Fantastic.
I gave it a 10.
I don't think you watch enough of the video.
Fucking 10.
Swole sluts are savage. Don't fuck around. I love it. I can't believe like this. I don't feel like going to the gym. And Amelia turns and goes, oh, you don't feel like going, you fucking pussy. Yes. 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 Amelia. Fucking on point. On point. Andrew says, the hardest part is to keep going. So I recruited my kids into doing workouts with me. Now they keep me honest because even if I don't want to, one of them will. There you go. That's your community. Andrew's got his accountability. That's the best accountability. You should be taking care of your health for your kids. And you are also leading example. You're leading by example. And then they're going to keep you accountable because you're leading by example and you want to continue and you know you need to. And they're looking up to you. So it's like a vicious cycle. You're all going to keep each other active. Good for you. And of course, we'll take questions in just a moment. We have another email response to get to. So let's get into that one. We got one more.
What's in the box?
From Riley on the Don't Feel Like Training Today email. Riley says, Papa, you are right. I did not feel like training today, but I still did it. I dreaded waking up this morning, but once I got some water, brain gains, and I did a swollen 7, I was ready to tackle my day. Shout out to Papa's masterclass on morning routines for helping me craft mine. You're welcome. I drugged out my roommate. Drugged out? You drugged out your roommate? Is that the right term? You didn't chloroform him or something like that. You just fucking kidnapped him. You just go to sleep, dragged him out. I dragged my roommate and to the gym, hit a brutal chest workout before we both left for our day jobs. I want to thank you and the Swole fam for all the support and making my inbox feel brand new. Here's to another day of making sick fucking gains. Hashtag go to the fucking gym, Riley. Love it.
You switch the samples.
Damn right. I love it, Riley. Thanks for the response. I'm telling you, fam, when you get the emails, feel free to respond. Maybe you don't have a long response. Maybe you don't really have much. Even if you just email back and you're like, that was fucking awesome, loved it. But But if you do have some context or a little story, please email back, share. It's only your first name. We're not going to dox you or anything here, but definitely appreciate the responses, and I love to share them here on the podcast. So if you want to get on the email list, stop fucking around, go to makeemailswoleagain.com and get your inbox stretched out with my knowledge cock. I will be happy to get in there and, rejuvenate that inbox. I got your back. All right, question time. If you got live questions, go to askpapaswolio.com. Let's see. Michelle says, started Fight Club in my garage with my 11-year-old daughter, and she won't let me stop. That's questionable. Fight Club in your garage. Okay, Michelle. CPS is on their way. Child Protective Services. Started Fight Club in my garage with my daughter. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Let's see. Gaetano Aprea. Hey, Papa Swole, you may have already addressed this, but what are your thoughts on hormone replacement? One of my buddies said you're crazy if you don't do it. Just curious about your take. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Well, that's between you and your doctor. So my thoughts on hormone replacement. Of course, hormone replacement is not hormone excess. There's a big difference. A lot of people say that they're on TRT, and you look at them, you're like, this dude's not on TRT. This guy is on the fucking T. So people say they're on TRT and then take twice as much. So what hormone replacement is, this is like not just the theory, but this is the concept of replacement. You're replacing what you are lacking due to genetics, age, poor nutrition habits. You can raise your natural testosterone tremendously with proper nutrition habits. But let's say, there's a proper range for, low end and high end. So just because you have higher testosterone doesn't mean you're building more muscle. There's a lot of different factors to it. But in other words, it's replacing your range and maybe improving or maxing out your natural healthy range. A lot of people say they're on TRT and they're taking double dose. They're not on replacement levels. You don't take hormone replacement and then you're like shredded and jacked out of your mind. Okay? Like you would look like a natural human. So a lot of people say that, but they're not really taking replacement levels. So if you're actually doing hormone replacement, that's between you and your professional. If you are low, if you feel like that's the right move for you, I personally wouldn't recommend anyone doing it too young. Change your lifestyle habits first, and then maybe in the future look into it, because once you get on that kind of stuff, a lot of times you can't get off of it. You're on that forever. So just keep that in mind. There can be also health risks depending on your genetics, maybe family history. So my thoughts on it, it's a personal choice. I don't care if people take it. I just think if someone's doing things in terms of fitness and they get asked, just don't lie, right? Like if I ever do it, I'm 40. So if I start doing it, I'll be like, hey, I just started taking I'll probably say on the podcast if someone asks me, I'll be like, yeah, I just started TRT last week. There's enough evidence of me being healthy and taking care of myself. You can see what I looked like before. So once I do that, why would I hide it? It doesn't make any sense. So people that are lying about it, that's messed up. But a lot of people are taking things like SARMs and other stuff or peptides and things that are really not natty. And then because they're not taking maybe specifically TRT or they're taking growth hormone, like they justify it to themselves to kind of try to say that they're still natural. It's like people want to take something and then pretend like, no, I got this all myself. At the same time, just because someone's taking something doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be jacked and huge and muscular. A lot of these people that see these amazing results, it's because they still train their fucking ass off. You're not just going to take something and get big. A lot of people in the gyms that you all go to, people are taking stuff, but they don't look good because they don't eat properly. They don't train hard enough. They don't respond as well to that kind of stuff. You don't just get big and muscular just because you take it. It doesn't make things easier necessarily. You just might feel like training more often. You might recover faster so you can do more volume or train harder and get more out of it. But you still have to put in the work. So my thoughts on it, it's a personal choice. Just don't lie to people. Be honest. Don't be a shitty person. Not too complicated. I guess it is complicated, but I'm not sure why. Okay. T-Bone Capone. My toddlers ask for snacks all day long. Do you recommend anything? Why are they asking for snacks? Is it because they're programmed for it? Kids are going to be hungry. Do I recommend anything? Yeah, I would recommend normal food, but you can have things like raw cheese, little things that you can get in little cubes and things like that, little pieces of bacon. StoneFit's saying eggs, bacon, beef, cheese, yogurt, butter, fruits. I mean, there's a lot of great things that they can have. So, I mean, snacks are really what? Snacks are foods that you prepare in small quantities. That's what a snack is. A meal is something bigger. Are they just used to getting snacks? I mean, kids are going to be hungry. They can just eat meals. I guess every family and every routine is different. Every routine is different. De La Junior. Hey, Papa, I like vegetables. Does this make me a bad person? Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yow.
Absolutely.
Yow. We choose truth over
Of course it
facts.
does. Now, you can like different things. Some people love rock climbing. Some people like going out surfing with sharks. Some people like cave diving. There's a lot of things that people like. So you can like the taste. Everyone has different preferences. Bottom line, are you sacrificing your health for something that's fucking you up? A lot of people like Taco Bell. They're addicted to it, but it gives them diarrhea and horrible side effects. So if not all vegetables or plant foods are going to cause terrible reactions. Some are going to be worse than others. Some you might, if you cook it a certain way, you don't feel any issues. So it's your life. I'm not saying, I don't think if you have certain things that don't, if you have a major problem and you're having issues, like for example, if you're having trouble with eczema, psoriasis, migraines, bloating, joint pain, brain fog, sleeping, if you're having issues, major autoimmune issues, then you want to clear shit out and test these things. So if everything's going great, you feel awesome, you have energy, there's no problems. It's kind of like, make small improvements with like household cleaners and, you just slowly improve things over time. You get better and you build better habits. But obviously, if you have a lot of problems, and some people have a lot of problems and then they eat vegan because of their ideology, they have a lot of problems with their health, but they're in denial and they try to change everything except the fundamental thing that's fucking them up. So if you have a lot of problems, then you should do whatever it takes to figure out what the cause is. It may or may not be a food that you're eating. It could be. Oftentimes it is. Or it's some sort of habit. That's what just nutrition is. It's a habit of what you put in your mouth, right? No dirty AIDS dicks covered in COVID. You don't want to do that. We're talking about the original COVID strain, not like the Star Trek variant or whatever that's like, whatever they're trying to scare you with now. All right. Let's see. Dun. Scrolling down. John Roach, I have to tell my kids to stop eating because I'll smash a whole watermelon and all the fruit in the house in a day. Oh, I will smash a whole watermelon. I will destroy a watermelon. I will destroy that shit. Chris Hansen has entered the chat. All right. No dirty AIDS dicks. Why are we talking about To Catch a Predator? How'd that come up in the chat? All right, let's get into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Michelle says, we are learning Krav. Oh, gotcha. All right, so it's Krav Maga Fight Club. Let's see. Papa Swolio. Is this Michelle? Papa Swolio, what is a realistic timeline to gain a few pounds of muscle for a thin person who didn't work out before? I've gained 3 pounds in a week, and I'm wondering if I'm retaining water, gaining fat, or actually building muscle. For a female, I mean, if you're doing everything properly, it's really hard to say. Maybe a pound a month or two. It depends. It could be more. It could be less. If you're new to training, it's going to be more. It's called newbie muscle, right? If you're new to the stress, your body will adapt depending on how you're subjecting your body to it. A lot of people think that they're putting on more muscle than they really are. Because when you put on muscle, you're putting on water weight, you're putting on some fat. If you're in a surplus, your body will fluctuate. It's really hard to gauge that, aside from doing like DEXA scans or more hardcore measuring. It's really hard to tell. And of course, it's over time. So I wouldn't worry about a timeline. I would worry about your habits, because then the time will pass and you'll make that progress. So a few pounds of muscle, 6 months, depending, maybe less. I mean, a few pounds of muscle, you could do that under 6 months if you're new lifting. Of course, women, ladies, you're going to have a much steeper hill to climb when it comes to building muscle, but it's absolutely possible. And yeah, you're going to be holding water. You're going to be gaining some fat. It also depends on how much you're consuming. Because if you're just weighing yourself, the scale doesn't tell you your body fat percentage. Even scales that say, hey, this is your body fat percentage, it's thrown off with water. It's thrown off with, it's not, those aren't accurate. I would not trust those as far as I could throw them. So take pictures, gauge your strength. Like, for example, in the program Maximum Swole, you're tracking your progress. If you're improving in strength, you're improving in all these different areas. You're doing before and after pictures. You're gauging how your clothes are fitting. You can get a pretty good idea unless you do things like a DEXA scan or other underwater weighing, and you might be able to get a little bit more perspective. But it's going to take you. It's going to take you. It won't take you I mean, like for what I'm saying, if I say, oh, it takes you a year. Well, it takes you a year if you don't do it properly. It might take you a few months. It might take you less. It might take you in the mid-range. But we're talking months if you do it properly. If you're newer to training, your body will have the potential to gain more quickly just because everything's a new stress. So your body is adapting to a lot of stresses, and you have a lot more room to grow from zero to your genetic potential. But everyone's genetic potential is a lot more than people realize. Just like it's hard to train to failure, it's really hard to push yourself. How do you know what your genetic potential is? You know, I've been training for a long time. I haven't tried to like maximize every last ounce of how big I can get. And then by the time you do, it's like you start getting older, and it's like it's going to start decreasing anyway. So you just do the best that you can. It just gets harder and harder to make those small percentage improvements. So the same thing as like a top level athlete. For them to get 1 or 2% better, it's a lot more work to go into making that small incremental progress than someone who's never played a sport in their life. And basketball, like they don't know how to shoot, and then they learn how to shoot. They learn how to dribble. It's like, that's a huge improvement. But as you get more advanced with training and fitness to create that stress, to put yourself to the next level, the more weight you can lift, the more stress that's being put on your body as you train more and as you go into the future, which is why as you get bigger and build more muscle, it's usually a better idea to, over time, decrease the volume because the intensity is so high. The amount of overload your body can handle is so great. You weigh that out and you balance that out with decreased volume. So you keep the intensity high and higher, you decrease the volume, and then you're able to recover quicker. Okay, let's see. That's right, Steffi. Women, just repronoun yourself so you'll keep your muscles more easily. Isn't that how it works? I believe it is. I believe it's just science. It's just science.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
All right, let's get into a couple more questions. Live questions, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Contrarian mindset. I'm 278 pounds, 6 feet tall, lump of fat. I will aggressively be losing weight in the next 3 months. Losing weight. Hopefully you're not losing it up. You're just losing it. My goal is 100 pounds. That's not a question. That's a statement. Good for you. Well, here's the thing. Your goal is, wait, hold on a second. 100 pounds in 3 months. That's not going to happen, brother. That's very unrealistic. Possible? Sure. Not healthy. Not a good idea. Why aggressively in the 3 months? Dude getting married or something? What's happening here? You shouldn't be doing anything aggressively like that. 100 pounds should be a 12-month process. Like if you're losing, let's say 4 or 5 pounds a month, that's 60 pounds in a year. Like you need to be coasting on that because one, you're probably going to have, you'll maximize how much extra skin you have if you lose a ton of fat really quickly. You still might have a lot, but losing slower is much healthier for you. And you'll set much better habits if you're thinking long-term. So your goal is 100 pounds in 3 months. It's just, that's going to be crash. Chances are you'll rebound right back. I don't know why you're choosing 3 months. That's not a good idea. It's very unrealistic and it's not a good idea on top of that. So just saying. But good for you. That's not a question. It's a statement, and that statement sucks in my opinion. You should be looking over that for the course of the year. Over the course of the year. Or more. Baggy 36, Pompous Low. What's the best meal to lose fat doing CrossFit 4 times a week? Oh,
Matt Damon.
yeah. All right.
You make me happy.
We got a couple retarded things in this question. So there's CrossFit. There's one. The best meal to lose fat. That doesn't even make sense. There is no best meal to lose fat. Meals don't make you lose fat. Definitely cutting out inflammatory foods. If you're trying to lose fat and you're doing CrossFit, there's a couple other things that are wrong with that. So we'll leave that there. I don't want to go too much down that rabbit hole. But if your goal is fat loss, it should be nutrition, strength training. You know, CrossFit's a lot of random shit. You're doing a ton of cardio. It's just not ideal. Yes, you see people that are muscular and lean. They do mostly strength training, and a lot of these people are on shit. Don't get it twisted. People in the CrossFit games, they ain't doing that naturally. Just saying. If you think people in those types of, that's what you extrapolate. If you think those types of people are doing it naturally, you're the most naive motherfucker on the planet. Okay, Bilawal Nicer. Tell me some workout for fat loss.
Matt Damon.
CrossFit's also high injury.
Retard, man.
All right, we're going to skip that workout for fat loss. Your workout is closing your mouth. Camelin, period T. How do I make my friend come to the fucking gym? You don't. You don't. You don't make your friend. You invite them, and if they don't come, then you get new friends. You get new friends that like to make gains. Yow. Yow. The Real Z, why is your hair so beautiful?
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why is my hair so beautiful? Great genetics and healthy habits. Healthy habits and quality nutrition lead to quality hair, skin, and nails. Get some sun. These questions are terrible today. So you can still ask live questions. We'll move on to balls deep in a little bit. How many hours should I go to the gym? How many hours should I go to the gym? Look at the tainty, man. Good boy. Sorry to wake you up. How many hours should I go to the gym? It's irrelevant. The amount of time that you train has to do with, are you getting accomplished what you need to accomplish? You don't need to work out for hours either. So it's irrelevant. People are always asking about how long. You can have 10 people that go to the gym for an hour, and they can all be doing different stuff and get no results. So the length of time in the gym is irrelevant to what you're accomplishing. Okay, I'm so alone. I wonder why. How many grams of protein do you ingest a day? I don't know. Do I count my protein intake? I don't micromanage. I just know that I get sufficient protein. So you should be aiming for anywhere between like 0.7 or 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, up to a gram per pound. It's probably a little bit more than you need, but having a little bit more than you need is better than not having enough. And this is kind of cumulative. It's not necessarily every day. It's over the course of several days, but you know, getting enough nutrition, getting sufficient protein and micronutrients is very important. Okay. Owen underscore OCM. Why do you always yell sleep? Because you need to go to sleep. You, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
All right. Thank God that was the last question, because that was absolutely fucking stupid. That was really stupid. Steffi, I watched the Morning Post earlier on YouTube. Is it helpful or rude to offer an obese person a donut? I'm not sure what post you're referring to. I don't know what was posted today. Is it helpful or rude to offer an obese person a donut? I think that's like offering a crackhead some crack, a heroin addict some heroin. You're offering a alcoholic a drink. So you're offering an addict food that they're addicted to. Is it helpful? I don't think it's helpful or rude. I just think it's, because like rude, I just think it's damaging. You're not helping them. It's definitely not helpful. I don't know if it's rude. I just think it's, I don't want to say reckless. It's just, you might do something with proper intentions. Like, oh, hey, I got you something. But like, do they need processed sugar? Probably not. Probably not. So it's definitely harming them. I'm not saying that you're killing someone by giving them a donut. It's their choice to eat it. But they definitely don't need it, right? Watching fat people eat garbage food is gross. Stonefit, are you doing go to sleep videos like go to the fucking gym videos? That would be gold. Are you trolling me? You've seen those, right? I've been doing them for a long time. Oh yeah, I yell at people to go to sleep. All the time. All the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Papa Swolio, what kind of lenses are your sunglasses? Oh, these are just whatever cheap things. Do you use polarized lenses for the UV rays? I don't wear sunglasses outside. My dad got me I got it for my birthday. Got a nice pair of sunglasses, but I usually don't wear sunglasses, wear a hat. I don't like wearing sunglasses outside. I wear a hat. But if you're outside all the time, you get a lot of glare. I do understand you might want to cut that down, but it's really great to get sun on your eyes. But it's more like, early morning sun, but you want your body. Well, there's a lot of issues. You could Google this. There's a lot of issues when you block the rays from going into your eyes, your photoreceptors. And a lot of that, in my opinion, I'm not sure what the latest research is on it or if they're testing it, but you have to imagine that these signals are getting mixed up. Like your body, you're getting a lot of sun on your skin because people have a lot of sunburn, right? It's been linked to like seed oils and vegetable oils and nutrition and also building up your sun exposure. But if you're wearing sunglasses and your eyes don't think that they're getting the same kind of like UV radiation or that it's not that bright, then obviously your body is going to respond differently. You're getting your body exposed, just getting cooked by the sun, but your brain isn't getting the signals that it's actually out in a bright environment. So you're interrupting the proper pathway that allows your body to react and to adapt to sun exposure. I don't see how that wouldn't make a big difference. Well, I don't want to get down that road, but Nick is absolutely right. This is why people are like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? It's because of my myoswolitis. So I do go outside, I get sun on my eyes, but I do have to limit it. So very wisely said, it's because of the photoreceptors in my eyes. It's a unique genetic disorder. I wouldn't say it's a disorder. It's actually a benefit, but it has to be managed aggressively. How should I say this? My myofibril hypertrophy, the mechanism doesn't shut off when my eyes are exposed to light. So if I do not wear these glasses, I will gain too much muscle. So my myoswolitis forces me to wear glasses to maintain a healthy figure, because if you put on too much muscle mass, it could also be a huge problem and more taxing on my heart and things like that. So you don't understand my lived experience, so you can keep on trolling in the comments, but it's just science. It's science.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. All right. Well, I just explained that, Adam. I just explained that. Adam says you don't like wearing sunglasses outside, but you wear them indoors when they're not needed. Not only that, I don't want to sit here and just stare. Like, I have a billion fucking screens, so I don't want to stare at bright screens all the time. But it's my myoswolitis. You don't understand my lived experience. That's all I'm saying. Stop bullying and harassing me. Stop it. Yeah. Pray for Papa. Pray for Papa. Let's go balls deep. It's not easy, fam.
That's deep.
It's not easy. This is not easy. All right. We do have a story here. We'll get into a throwback. Let's get into a couple stories. Let's scrape the barnacles and the salt water off the bottom of the yacht that we use to peruse the interwebs. I agree. Matt says sounds ableist, Adam. I think it does. I think it sounds very ableist. Headline. Yesterday, Ozempic should carry a suicide warning label, says family of man who killed himself. Now, of course, how are you going to be able to prove this? Apparently, this guy had like issues with depression for a while, but I thought this was interesting because, of course, there's a lot of side effects. And apparently, a lot of people have issues with Wegovy and Ozempic when it comes to suicidal ideation. What I did not know is, hey, you're fat. You don't want to change your habits. You just want to take a pill and lose weight, you lazy fuck. Okay. Who wants to take a drug? Where is this? Wait, hold on a second. Where is it? Wait. Hold on, I wanted to see where that quote was. The FDA has received close to 70 reports of suicidal thoughts. Where's that sentence where it talks about the side effects? It's not It's not there. Dun, 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 dun. Where does it say the risk factors? It talks about one of the risks. I don't know why. I saw this yesterday. Where is it? It says one of the side effects. Oh, here we go. All right, it's in the title. So Wegovy carries a warning label for suicidal ideation. Okay, anytime you take a drug, right, they're going to have the overdose risks, right? If you buy a pencil sharpener that you plug in, it's like, hey, don't have a 3-year-old put this in their mouth. Like, you have to have all these things because we can't give people any kind of personal responsibility to not be fucking idiots, to not win a Darwin Award. It's the silliest thing. The caution, the warning, you can't bubble wrap and nerf this entire world. You have to give people some sort of, because everyone gets sued for everything, you have to be like, hey, here's an iPhone cord. Don't chew on this and swallow it. It can cause injury or death. No shit. Okay? Don't eat pencil shavings. Hey, you see this WD-40? Don't spray it in your eyes. Oh my God, my eyes are burning. Yeah, you just put fucking grease in your eyes. So anyway, hey, I want to lose fat. Well, this drug might make you want to kill yourself. Well, okay, let me try it. It's worth it. Better not change my habits. Better just take a drug. You might feel like killing yourself. I just thought that was funny. Not funny that the guy killed himself or actually did, but of course, are you going to be able to point that to the drug? The family is saying that, of course, they're grieving and they're going to try to look for someone to blame. But of course, if you're suffering from depression before you take the drug, that's not really going to go too far in a court of law, in my opinion. But yeah, a lot of these drugs and things that people just take over the counter, like, well, I'll take this for my depression. This might cause you to kill yourself. You might have suicidal ideation by taking this. That's going to make you not feel depressed anymore. Doesn't make sense. A lot of weird side effects. Or shitting yourself, right? Remember? That was like, you might have like explosive diarrhea while you sleep. Okay, just thought that was interesting. Just yet another reason to not take that garbage. All right, fam, let's raffle this off. Do we have any short ones? Appetizers? I guess we do. Pick a number 1 or 2. I'm going to do this one. Should we do the these are all losses. These are all L's. These are straight L's. These are all libs at TikTok, aren't they? These are L's. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. I'm not going to be the judge of this one. We got some teachers. We got some safety issues. We got some trans stuff. We got a lot of weird things in the folder
Boys
today.
have a penis. Girls have vagina.
T-Bone Capone, number 2. T-Bone Capone, number 2. All right, this one's called Preschool Teacher. Oof.
What's in the box?
Just stay away from the kids. Just stay away from kids.
I feel like I had to learn the concept of chosen families really young, and it wasn't anything to do with my queerness, but just based on the fact that I didn't have the love at home that I needed, and It
looks like a blind person made a Build-A-Bear. What's going on with those eyebrows? Look like you had, you know what this is? It looks like you had your toddler do your makeup. You ever see those things where like a father's like, hey, put makeup on, or the mother, and it's just like all over the place? That's what it looks like.
knew that I was valuable and deserved it, so I found it on my own early on. And, I shouldn't be blamed for that.
What's happening?
Because blood still exists. You were never there for me, and I found my own love, and that's okay. And I think everybody should be allowed to do that, and that's what I fucking teach in the classroom. Okay, I always say, give it to your friend, not your mom, because fuck your mom. And I don't know. I just am so sad.
Holy shit! Ironically, there's a bear in the background. There's a bear back there.
I am so sad and I hate my sister. She's a fucking cunt. That's all I have to say.
That's my major problem with school. I really don't do anything unless I actually want to do it. And most of the time, I don't want to do anything at all.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
I didn't expect the ending.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I didn't expect the ending. If you're just listening, at the end, it was her in the classroom. It was a literal, it puts the lotion on its skin moment. And it says the only thing these FL kids, Florida, I suppose, these Florida kids are learning from me is be gay. I don't know. This is some sick, twisted shit. This person is mentally just hanging on by a thread. Yeah, I mean, that was posted on Libs at TikTok, so hopefully she's fired already. Yeah, hopefully she's not. This is just get involved with your kids, homeschool them. Find out who's trying to brainwash them, and then remove them from the school. Your kids or the instructor or the lunatic. Okay, scary. Yeah, T-Bone. T-Bone, sit in the corner. T-Bone gets to sit in the corner.
Are there any women here today?
Go sit in the corner, T-Bone. Okay, excellent. Mm-hmm. All right, pick a number, 1 or 2. 1
Pay him.
Or 2.
Pay that man his money.
What's in the box?
That was Buffalo Bill. She looked like Buffalo Bill and Hannibal Lecter's love child. Pay him. Pay that man his money. All right, we got T-Bone Capone. Let's go with some vagina. Let's go with some vagine for the next one. We're doing a phallic hiatus for the next guess. That was shameful, T-Bone. That was shameful. You must wear the hat of shame. Shame. T-Bone. Shame. Okay. The good thing is when you pick one, you get to haze. Haze. All right, Elizabeth, can we get this train back on the tracks? Elizabeth is going to try to salvage.
We choose truth over facts.
Elizabeth is going to try to not derail, but rerail this train. Oh, don't say that, T-Bone. I'm going to take an Ozempic and kill myself. Don't say that. Go call that hotline. Don't even joke about that. You can't do that. Take it back that way. Come on. Be nice. Be nice to yourself. I know you don't mean it. Attracted to trans women. So Elizabeth is walking the plank also. Thank you.
What's in the box?
All right. Attracted to trans women. So there's a comment. On the screen. I'm going to try to... It says, well, I guess I'm hetero, but is there a word for being open to trans? Like hetero cis men have this stigma of being a jerk to trans women, I guess. Okay. I have no idea what that question even is trying to say. It's not important. This is so not important. The ideology is important. So understand that you have these types of people, right? The totalitarians. You have these types of people. They're following an ideology. They'll say anything. So again, just to clarify, none of this is supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be circular logic flipping back on itself. It's going to be irrational. There's no rationality behind it. It's not going to be clear. It's not going to be understandable. Okay? The whole point is that whatever can be said to justify the ideology, to justify the extremism and the fanaticism. That's all it is. Anything that can be said will be said. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. That's not the point. That's not the point. Okay, here we go. Attracted to trans women, aka men. Used to be called chicks with dicks. Okay.
So you're straight and you're really attracted to trans women, but you don't know what to call yourself. Open-minded, not an asshole, not a transphobe, a decent human being, a heterosexual. Trans women are women.
No, no, no.
Are there any women here today?
No, girls have a penis. Girls have a penis. Oh my God. What's the fucking phrase? I need
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
No, no. My famous analogy, a rock is not a fish. A fish is not a rock. Golf clap for me. Stating the obvious. This is a cup. This is a stuffed animal. This is Howard. This is Howard the Duck. Not the same thing. Not the same organization of molecules. This is a Shure SM7B microphone. This is a Chihuahua. Not the same thing. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. These are sunglasses for my mild swolitis. And this is a dry erase marker. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Please don't stand up. But, okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay.
Trans women are women. So to say otherwise or to try to come up with a new label for your sexuality for being attracted to us would be othering and assuming that we are not real women when we are.
You're not. That's not being rude. It's not being rude. If I put on a wig and I tucked my pee-pee, if I did the little man vag dance, that doesn't make me a woman. Because by this logic, a trans woman, right, it could be anyone. You see this behind trans is beautiful? That's a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to say. That if you have gender dysphoria and you think you're the opposite gender, that's beautiful. How is that beautiful? Is it a thing? Yeah, people want to do that apparently. Is it beautiful? That's a weird argument. It's a weird thing to say. The issue with this kind of constant mainstream gaslighting, this is fucking repetitive. If something is said over and over again, right, you're not allowed to talk out about it. You get canceled or I'll get banned for bullying and harassment because I'm the mean person because I'm stating 2 + 2 = 4. If something's repeated over and over and over and over and over and over again, eventually it just gets into people's brains and then it's catchy, right? Trans women are women. That doesn't make any sense. Rockfish is fish. Rockfish is a fish. There probably is something. There's probably is some species called a rockfish. Sounds real. But we're talking about a rock, like a rock. Rockfish is not a fish. Coffee cup is not a fish. So, right, then there's microaggressions. Then if I say facts, if I talk about biology 101, then I'm a transphobe. When it's not really phobia at all, I'm not afraid. That doesn't make sense. I just am not a fan of being brainwashed. I am not going to say what you want me to say because you want me to say it. That's not going to happen here. All right. You cannot hypnotize me. I'm not buying it. You could say it over and over again. It's not going to take. It has to be said. This seems silly. It's not silly because all that needs to happen is to separate humans from each other and to separate individual humans from reality. Again, the whole Orwellian concept of 2 + 2 = 5 has nothing to do with the math. It has to do with you going along in lockstep with a fundamental break from reality. So you shift reality to fit the ideology, and that is game over. Okay? If you can be goaded, if you can be hypnotized, if you can be manipulated, if you can be beaten down and broken down to admit something as fundamental as men are women, women are men, 2 + 2 = 5, whatever the fuck it is, you can believe anything. They own you. That's all it is you going along with whatever direction the ideology and the fanatics and the extremists want to take. That's all it is. It's you taking a knee. It's you bending over and taking in the proverbial ass and just doing as you're told, but also doing it willingly, right? So there's a difference. It's not a gun to your head. It's that you are being pressured to agree so you don't get canceled, so you don't get ostracized because everyone else goes along with it. You're not part of our team. You're an other. You're a transphobe. You're anti-trans. Did I say anything anti-trans? Men are men, women are women. All right, let's move on to the next one before I lose my fucking mind. Too late. Too late. That happened long ago. Fam, by the way, don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Here we go. Oh my God, Michelle burst in bubbles. Here's what we have. Per Wikipedia, well, we know we can trust Wikipedia, right? Rockfish is a common term for several species of fish. God damn it. Referring to their tendency to hide among rocks. The name rockfish is used for many kinds of fish. God fucking damn it.
You fucking people.
Shit. I knew it. It sounds like a thing, right? Rockfish. Okay. All right, this one's called Unsafe. Then we're going to give away the swole card. Then we're going to do a throwback. All right, everyone hit the thumbs up button. Here we go.
That's a huge fish. What's in the box?
This one's called Unsafe. This one's called Unsafe. I can't wait. Can you wait? I can't wait. I just can't wait. There's no waiting for me. I'm so fucking amped. Unsafe. Good. Good. No quarter, motherfucker. Okay, let's see what happens here. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be awful. Ah.
So I just moved to the suburbs from San Francisco. Everything looks a little bit pale orange because California's on fire. So that's that.
God's paying attention.
What really makes me feel unsafe here is the vast amount of American flags I see. Like, I walked around like a 3, 4, 5 block radius.
Oh my God, nationalism.
And I saw so many American flags, and that makes me feel so unsafe.
Oh.
Like, I'm afraid of the people here.
Wait, you're what?
I'm afraid of the people here.
That's important.
Afraid of the people here.
Wait, of or for?
I'm afraid of the people here.
I am afraid for the people here. Why? Because you and your Antifa buddies are going to come light the whole place on fire? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what's going to happen? I don't know why you'd be afraid for the people here, unless you and your buddies are going to don your black uniforms and come burn the fucking place down. Like, I don't know, like you always do. Or you're going to come there and shit all over the place. So you move to an area and then complain about the area. Well, first off, you're from San Francisco. So that answers a lot of questions. You can go back to your shit-infested hellhole, or you can shut the fuck up and stop being a huge pussy. You're afraid of a flag. You're afraid of people having some sort of purpose and identity. Nationalism's fantastic. We should all love this country, and we should all defend it, and we should all look to improve it. But of course, you have these Marxists and communists that are trying to tear it down. So good. I'm glad you feel unsafe. You should feel unsafe because welcome to life. If you feel unsafe for that, you're going to continue to feel unsafe. But here's the problem. When you feel unsafe, when you're raised to feel unsafe, when you're raised to hate yourself, right? You hate yourself. You hate your country. You hate the people around you. Then you're constantly, if you feel unsafe, this is why the microaggressions, all this stuff, playing the victim, this is why it matters. Because this leads to this type of authoritarianism and totalitarian takeover. Because when you are constantly afraid, you're constantly in a state of anxiety, you're constantly on like antidepressants, you're searching on social media for meaning, you're eating garbage food, you're constantly in this heightened state, mainstream media, heightened state of fear, anxiety. It's so easy to funnel that fear and anxiety to another group, to have this daddy government figure provide for you an easy solution. Well, this is the answer. We need to get rid of these other people. We need to remove these other people. We need to break down, dismantle society. We need to get rid of these institutions. We need to defund the police. We need to get rid of these people. We need to move them out. We need to blah, blah. If you're constantly, if you're unsafe, that means you're afraid. Because if you're actually unsafe, you're unafraid. But of course, they're not really afraid. I mean, they are, but it's not authentic. It's because the ideology tells them to be afraid. It tells them that they're unsafe. A flag makes you feel unsafe. That's nonsensical. It's nonsensical. So the fact that you are saying that you are unsafe, you are going to act accordingly. Fear, constant anxiety, and then it's going to be directed. It's going to be directed. Wearing a mask outside, you fucking retard. All right, big Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
All right, everyone, stock up. This is just another reminder. Election season, which means time to buy some couple thousand more rounds of ammo. Pick up another couple pieces. 2A, baby. Time to stock the fuck up. You know what that means. Prices are going to go up. All right, don't wait. Don't wait on that. Time to go shopping. All right, we got a throwback, but first away, let's give away the Swole card. Swole card time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What's in the box?
Come on now. Come on now. Here now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Who punched her in the face? Did you eat paint chips as a kid? Praise for Papa. We got a winner, Logan Tag. Congratulations! We got a Slinner. We got a Swole Fam winner. Logan sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2685 in the subject, your mailing address, and the body of the email. Let's take some soundboard requests while we're at it. Congratulations, Logan. Hit the thumbs up button, share the stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Let's take some soundboard requests.
Don't forget to watch when the sun don't shine.
Gaetano Aprea. I appreciate you using the technical term. So I went to a midget wrestling at the local VFW hall. Saw lots of microaggression. Get it? Get it? T-Bone Capone. T-Bone Capone, straight out of Time Out. America, fuck yeah. I got you, fam. I got you.
Go fuck yourself.
I got you, Melissa. Little go fuck yourself. Not a problem.
Lieutenant Dan. I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball! A jelly donut?
Emotional damage!
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense. What happened to your queer party friends?
The instant classic.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Come on, see if you can stump me. Let's go, fam. Lay it down. Lay it down.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
That's the goat.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Shut up, bitch!
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
I'm the most wanted man on my island. Except I'm not on my island, of course. Most of it.
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
No hands. Hold on, fam. Hips quick. It's like a little bit delayed. I gotta like pivot hip and then get that like whip effect. But thank you so much. All right, let's get into the throwback, fam. Throwback, 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 throwback. Let's go. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Throwback time.
Intuitive eating for an overweight person is like intuitive drinking for an alcoholic.
Yep.
You got fat by trusting your intuition. It doesn't work.
Very nice. You're learning.
Let's see how you argue that.
If you like to know how I got to be this big, I would love to tell you.
Okay, I don't really give a shit.
Since I was about 6 years old, I've been on and off of diets. I'm 21 now, so that's 15 years. It's weight cycling, babe. That's why I'm as big as I am today.
Is that what you call it?
If I had learned growing up to trust my own hunger cues, I probably wouldn't be as big as I am today, but I'm fine. I'm chilling.
That's not true.
Fucking liar.
That ain't weight cycling, champ. That's eating excessive calories over your lifetime. So sorry to hear that your parents didn't raise you properly in terms of nutrition. They didn't know what they were doing. School doesn't teach you. This is a huge fucking problem. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess you
went full retard, man.
Nothing that we didn't know already. I remember that video. Kind of a throwback. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. Oh, forgot. Almost felt the draft. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Love you, Beaches. Enjoy the rest of your day. Share the podcast. Hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet done so, go to swolenormousx.com, join the Swole fam officially, and of course, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you check out the pre-roll because we always do a Swole fam spotlight at the beginning of the episode as people are joining the live stream. So check that out every single day, of course, here on the video and also on the audio stream. So peace out. We'll see you in the Telegram chat and tomorrow for 2686. Peace, McGee's, Dukes, Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's a bed that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing?
We go hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
What the fuck is you saying?
I only go where they pay.
What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.